Hello and welcome back to our Dwarven campaign in CK2 Warhammer. Let's see, let's get ourselves a new steward. Game kicks off right at full speed. Let's collect the taxes in our capital. Let's see, what am I doing? Yes, that's what I'm doing, okay. So I was thinking a little bit, I know it doesn't happen too often that I think, but I cannot get the Dwarven Empire under my control anymore, so that's not gonna be a thing. Now I need to put up a goal, so to speak. I don't know what it's gonna be, that's the issue right now. What's going to be our goal? Our goal, initial goal was going to be to start an empire. I wanted to kill as many greenskins, so basically we'll start warring against Buzzlokid and this region, clear this out. So basically, let's say I want these wastelands up until here, so get this orcish infestation gone. I believe these are humans, so some of them are infected with chaos. Yeah, so let's say we'll take this region here. We want to get rid of this orcish guy here. Bloody border princess region. So yeah, and I think that's the goal. And when that is achieved, I think I'll end the series. So yeah, I think that's a laudable goal that we can work on. Yeah, because there were some suggestions. People saying, "Well, why don't you do Corn Barbarian? Do that?" Well, to be honest, they're not really that well worked out just yet. They don't function 100% as they are intended, I believe. So I want to wait till those are actually, fully functional. Perhaps I would do an Imperial Reichland campaign or something along those lines. Right, that's not in this version. Because there's a lot of interesting new things were added. You had the blood vampires, blood knights. You have the witch hunters that are properly working. They've got an entire system, which are interesting. Don't know how interesting it is for a series. That will be something else. But as a right now, as what I've seen of it in 8.0, it's rather interesting. Also, the reason I want to quit is, I think, the wrong thing, but create an end for the series is it's an older version. The new version has a lot more interesting stuff in it, and I want to take a look at that. That's basically it. So that's the entirety of the story. So I'm not sure if I can win against Grotspit, but if I can, I think I can safely say that I'm able to do what I want to do. This rebellion is perfect. This is what I need. This gives me an opportunity to take a little bit more territory. Yeah. Also, we'll gain a new vassal. It's not really what I had in mind, but okay. Okay, so declare war, greenskin extermination. This war cannot end if I be able to be the first one that actually does the siege. So move. Get your move on. I believe he is moving in, and oh, he's not moving in time, I think. Good, there we are. Wait, what's that? This is strange. I think I just fucked up. Yep, pretty damn sure I just did. Let's get the hell out of there. Wait, stay. Oh wait, okay, the war's over already. Shortest rebellion I've seen in years. Let's see. I don't border you, so I cannot declare war on you, can I? No. I don't know how strong this guy is, but I am quite sure I cannot take him on. What the hell? No, I don't think I can. I think I want to. I think wanting is not the right way to go. Let's continue building some more army then. Okay. I should check if I've got a wizard somewhere that I can exploit some more. There's nobody in my realm with any magic. There are people in the world with magic, but I don't think there will be any dwarves. Dwarves don't have magic. First of all, I don't think they have any magic. They've got rune stuff. Perhaps there's somebody in the dwarven realm. Nah, I don't think so. So wood elf stuff. It'd be nice if I could invite one. No, could you get over? Let's see this wood elf or something like, you know, invite the court, but of course that would have false religion problems. So we have no opportunity ever, unless we get some human vassals and one of them is actually capable of doing magic. We have no chance of getting some magical items. Well, that's not entirely true. If I would get imprison somebody who has some magical items, I will be able to do that. Yeah. So we're building a keep over here. Right. Alright. Yeah, you. Let's build a more keep. Levy size plus 10% is always good. And yeah, so for those that say, what was you? And this is quite a few videos ago. I said, well, if you want more money and more forces, why don't you take more holdings? Well, I want to keep these upgraded first. That's my current plan, basically. We can go for military organization and get some more retinues, which is also an army increase. We'll need some monies. Let's see, how much do we make a month? A decent amount, 33. I would say that is a good amount of money. You know what I'm excited about? I'm really excited about Hearts 5 and 4 because it's gonna be fucking amazing. Can't wait till I've got that game in my hands. I've got a series planned for it. I'm gonna play it even if you guys don't want me to. You know, a decent series because I've got little experience with the Hearts 5 and 3 series. I can play it. I can play it I wouldn't say decently, but I need to automate a lot of stuff, including warfare, which is basically, you know, the meat of the game. If I do not automate that, I can do it on small scale, but if a country like Germany, I just need to say, okay, this is your war goal, this is your targets, and AI says, we need this kind of army, then I just build that army for them. And that's what I can do in Hearts of Iron 3. And Hearts of Iron 4 just seems a lot more interesting and a lot more fleshed out, a lot better, more smooth, more for somebody like me. And I can't wait to play that game. I think that is my biggest anticipated title right now. There are a few titles I am like, okay, I want to play them, but it's, you know, I don't. If I have to choose between one game that I really want to play, it has to be Hearts of Iron 4. Yeah, I want that game more than, say, like the new Fallout, which I don't know. It's strange. I was a big fan of Skyrim, big fan of Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Actually, big fan of the Fallout series so far, but Fallout 4 somehow, I don't know what it is. I'm not really looking forward to it as much as I do normally for games like that, which is strange. Well, it surprises me, let's keep it at that. I was expecting me to be far more hyped about it than I am. It's yeah. I think it's a little bit strange. A little bit, just a teeny bit. You've contracted the green pox, which is something I think might actually be a Nurgle-ite disease. Is there any Nurgle nearby? No. Oh. Well, that's the nearest Nurgle. I really don't understand why people even bother praying to Nurgle. I think the chances if you start praying to Nurgle are just as big that you just get some disease and die off within a very short period of time. Okay, so let's start doing well for himself. Then he just actually rewarding you. He rewards you by giving you a disease. Hey, have a disease. Go spread it around. Why, thank you. Will I die of this disease? Yes, of course. It's a disease. Anyway. Oh. Just so you guys are aware of it, I have been doing my utter best in all the little bits of spare time I have, which is not a lot, to read up on my Warhammer lore, especially in areas that are related for now. So I've been... Oh, where are you going, mouse? There we go. I've been concentrating a little bit on the vampire lore and the vampiric bits about it, and they're all very basic and what I can read and what people tell me and videos I can find. And yes, I think I used to be my preference used to be in the 40k universe, but by digging into it more and more, I started liking it. The thing is, though, with why I'm always been a little bit, this mod is always missing something big for me. Is I am, for some reason, I really always was intrigued by what the Skaven were. But they're not present. They are supposed to be right here. At least it's one of the few areas they should be supposed to be above ground. They're everywhere. They live under every major city except for one, which I can't think of the name on the top of my head because it's all kinds of magic barriers which prevents them from going there. But they live in the Halls system, Underroad, I believe it's called. See, that's where my newfound knowledge fails me. Anyway, it's just they just basically live everywhere under every major city and not in the Lustrian side. This area. I don't think they... I think they're only in the old world. Somebody got me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I always found Skaven fascinating. I don't know why. I don't have any fascination with rats. But Skaven somehow, you know... They appeal. They are... Well, because they're focused on intrigue. They're simple. I don't know. The giant rats. Somehow, I think it's awesome. I think it's one of the most kick-ass races that there are with the warp technology and plasma stuff that they can do. It's really weird, and I like it. Yeah, they somehow appeal to me. For example, I played them in Blood Bowl. Not because they are the best guys to play in Blood Bowl, far from it. They're pretty good actually. I don't know. I just like playing with them. They're nice. They're quick. They're sneaky. The fact that I like the fact that I don't know about the orcs in Warhammer Fantasy, but I know in Warhammer 40k if all the orcs would actually organize and become one single organized entity, and they gain awareness of their actual magical capabilities, that you know, the fact that if they think something is true, it becomes true. If the orcs would overrun everything, perhaps the Tyranids would be a true threat if they ever would come across the real Hive Fleet, center of their Imperium. But Skaven, I think, is a similar deal. If they would one point become truly organized, I think they could take over the world. They have actually saved the world twice now, and they crashed the moon down because the moon was is made of warpstone, but they crashed it down because they have a very unhealthy obsession with warpstone. That's basically all that kind of stuff is what I think makes the Skaven like just so much more than just a bunch of rats. They're insane. I like them. And the moment a version would be released which had Skaven in them, I would drop everything and just play Skaven. I like it. Look at that. Yeah. It's orcs for me in 40k, and it's Skaven in fantasy. Might be. Actually, to be fairly honest, it might be because one of my first contacts with the Warhammer 40k, Warhammer universe, Warhammer Fantasy, was with Skaven, which actually was the only reason that it intrigued me in the first place, because it just felt like generic high fantasy at first. So I came across the Skaven at some point, and I was like, oh, and I started getting more interested, and then I discovered Warhammer 40k and just lost all interest in Warhammer Fantasy, because I thought, high fantasy in space sounds even better. Because it is technically, I think it's I know Wargaming doesn't like it, but Warhammer 40k is basically high fantasy space, especially if you look at earlier versions, which are basically carbon copies of each other. But one was in space, the other one was in this world, which they are trying to get rid of that. Comparison, like the squad are almost completely removed. I believe it's not even within the current rule set. It's not even possible anymore to run full squad armies. I believe, perhaps with some additions here and there, but officially, I don't think you can do it anymore. Skaven were the what was that? It was a race that really resembled them. I can't remember the name. They are they've been completely removed, I think. From the original idea, at least, it's really removed. Sure, we'll take a friend. Yeah, but so yeah, but I'm digging my teeth more and more in Warhammer Fantasy. This is also has to do with the upcoming Warhammer Total War. I'm a big Total War fan, and they're making a Warhammer Total War, and I'm a big fan of fantasy in general. But I was one of the guys that was more into. Yeah, Lord of the Rings, I guess. Yeah. But I've never been. Okay, I'll be honest here. I've never been a true fan like people that are true fans consider what fans should be. If you understand what I mean, I like certain universes that are created, and I spend a lot of time in them. But I've never been. Will never become one of those guys that just simply knows everything about it. At some point, I'm like, I have more to do in my life than spend the eternity of it trying to wrap my head about a single universe. I'm fascinated occasionally, and it goes in waves, so to speak. I spent a couple of years more attuned to Warhammer, then I spent a couple of years more attuned to the Magic universe, then I'm more into Lord of the Rings for a while, then I flip over to something like Elder Scrolls and start getting my lore on that. It's really dependent on what games I play usually, and what books I read, all that kind of stuff. At some point I was really into the world of the wizard, magician, Robert E. Feist's books. I really have to reread those at some point. So yeah, it really depends on what I'm playing, basically. What I'm reading, what I'm playing. I try to get more background lore in what I'm doing, because that's the best way of describing the subject. So currently I'm getting my Warhammer Fantasy on. And 40k is on the back burner. I was really busy in 40k. I was reading a lot of stuff on the wiki, a few books. But yeah, I'm trying to get more and more into fantasy now, because I enjoy spending time with this mod. Even though I would wish it would run a lot better, but you know, there's a lot of stuff that's happening at the same time. So I'm sorry for not doing much this video. It's just I wouldn't really call it cleaning up, but I'm basically getting my armies ready to get as big as I can get. So we can have a stab at these orcs, because I think this guy is not at war for one simple, very simple reason: the fact that he is surrounded by me and the Dwarven Empire, which is one of the smallest I've seen, I think. Let's see, how is she? Oh, she died? That's surprising. Okay. It's a single orc that has taken over there. Okay. So normally there are Lumian vampires here, as you might know from other series running, and I've been talking about actually wanted to play her in previous series, and now I am. And yeah, well, she's gone. So there's a Lamian revolt going on. Is this still Fritz the Cruel? That's not the original one, is it? Yeah, Vlad, as I believe, was the guy that was leading initially. Vladimir von Karstein. Karstein. I don't really know what Karstein actually translates to. My German is not good enough to do that. I could figure that out. It's not that difficult, actually, I think, to figure it out. Yeah, let's see. Perhaps, I know Stein is stone. Von is from something along this line. There's no, don't think there is. I don't know what Ka means in this. I don't think it's anything but Stein is stone. That's all I can make of it. Vom is from. Like, it's Van Dyke, same thing. It's a Germanic thing. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Have a very good day. Bye bye.